Sorry, I am back. I had to cut another piece, couldn't find it. So, yeah, that's the way it goes, I guess, when you're crafting like this, when you're doing a tutorial, because, you know, let's face it, it's not going to go smoothly. Alright, so I'm just going to do that, and we're going to cover this side here, the 6x8, but it's not 6x8 across, it's about 4, I think, by 8. So without getting it into frame, might want to trim that down a smidge on this side. Okay, add some more of my glue. Alrighty. Wow, am I out of practice with this one. Okay, now you don't want it on the edge there, you just kind of want to center this if you can. Sorry guys, I really need to. Okay, so that's it there. Okay, so that is your top layer. Like I said, you can use a magnet closure if you wish to, but for this one I'm not going to use a magnet closure. Then what we're going to do, the top flip pocket, 4 3/4 by 5, what you want to do is on the 4 3/4 side, that's the way that you want it to go in that direction. Okay, so 4 3/4 and then 5 up this way. And just let me check that just so that I don't give you any false hope with that. And it is 4 3/4. Okay. So yeah, 4 3/4 is up this way and 5 is across this way. So what you want to do is add your hinge to one side of your pocket. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. And then what you're going to do, and the easy way of doing this too, you line up and try and kind of center it if you can, and get your pencil and just do a mark there of where you want your other hinge to go. Okay, so I'll do that now. I'll glue these down. Did I do it in the wrong direction? Nothing new. Okay, so I'm gonna glue it down. Now you can use tape on this if you want to as well. Like I said, I'm just using this glue. That's where my hinge is going to go. I'm not too fussed because I haven't got it the full length down. It doesn't bother me because I'm not going to really need it to be full length down, because what we will do is it's more so that it can slip through. And it's the other one will go over this side. So I'm just going to glue it down and hopefully in frame. As long as you got the top end in there, like that. So that's what the back of it will actually look like. Okay, now before you do anything else, what you want to do, and I should have flipped it around because I did actually ink this, and I figured out that I didn't really like it inked. So yeah, I did stick it down the wrong way. Don't stick this down, guys, just yet, because I stuck it the wrong way and it's now really annoying. So let me cut it again. All right. Oh my gosh. Seriously. 4 3/4 by 5. Okay. And then we go. Just beautiful. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is 4 3/4. So which way do I want it to go? You can have either or, guys, but it's because I already done my top cover for it. I didn't want to, I had already pre-done this, so I didn't want to kind of mess it up. So this would be, yeah, so across this way would be 5, and then top 4 3/4 going down this way. So across this way is 5. I'd done it the opposite way and I did not realize. I do apologize. So I will actually do my hinges now. So hopefully you guys can capture this. I'm going to cut it at 5. Then I'm going to use my tool here. It's only the beginning and I've already messed it up. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I am left-handed, so I do use this paper trimmer kind of upside down just as well. It's got the measurements on both sides. And no, it's not uncomfortable for me or awkward. I'm so used to it now. Yeah, so all good. Just make sure they're creased down enough. Okay, so I'm just going to mark it again. Just so that we get this right this time around. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay. And then I will actually finally glue it down. So what I might do is put my top page on there. So at least that way I know the direction of it. Beautiful. There we go. Like I said, I mean, you guys can choose whatever paper line you want to, oh, if I can move that over, whatever paper line you want to use for this project. There are some gorgeous ones out there and you can do so much with these, with this album too. You don't need to. You can create your own, you know, inserts in this as well. Now, the hinges that are inside there, they're actually not my design. They're actually from the Tim Holtz. I'll have to cut that down a bit. The folio style. So I'll show you how I done mine. It was super easy. I got my folios and I thought, oh, you know what? I didn't want to decorate those because I didn't know. I wanted to make kind of one from scratch with the folio insert with my flips. So let's try this again. And I really hope I am in camera view, guys, because, you know, beautiful. I just am in camera view. Ugh. Measure twice. What is that? Measure twice, cut once. Make sure you get it right. Now, for any of the beginners, if you're just starting out and seeing the tutorials of mine, I do advise you, before you cut your good cardstock, try it out on some photocopy paper. It won't be as sturdy. You don't need to decorate it, but just to get the hang of cutting it and the hang of all the scoring and what have you, that's probably the best way that you could do it. Okay, so now I am ready to tape this down. Oh my gosh, guys, these hinges, I swear. Also remember to make sure that when you're taping it, when you're gluing it down, oh my gosh, to make sure you put your hinges on the right placement, in the right placement. You know, it's just far out. So vital to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to take this one off and we can reuse it again. Doesn't matter because you're not going to see the undercarriage there anyway. So let me just mark that there. See, even as many years as I've been crafting and what have you, I still can bugger it up because let's face it, we're human. We all make mistakes. So, and I just find this, you know, if all of you guys out there who have watched some of my videos, I don't edit these out. You guys need to see, you know what, this is a real person doing this. She's not perfect. She makes mistakes too. Don't be discouraged by making mistakes. That's how we learn, is through making mistakes. As long as you correct them, then, you know, as you go along, then you're all good to go, you know. And when you're creating too, don't let anybody tell you that you're doing it wrong, or, you know, this isn't the right way to do it and whatever. You do it in your own style and do, you know, create what makes you happy to create. I love it when people recreate my designs and they actually, you know, send me a message and say, hey, look, you know, we've recreated this. Take a look. Here's my channel. And I always do. I'll go over and I'll leave a comment on your channel. So don't be too afraid to do it. I love to see people's creations. Okay. I'm pretty down to earth, guys. I'm not, you know, as you can see by my videos, I swear half the time I'm cracking up laughing throughout my tutorials because, you know, I've buggered up. But hey, it's all part of creating, you know. This is who we are when we create. So we finally got through this. This is fantastic, and I'll show you if I can find the photo mats, which I probably took them out of this one here. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I was just trying to find a photo mat for you guys to, without me cutting it just yet. All right, you know what? I'm going to cut a photo mat while we're on here. So, because we've got the hinges there too, that one's come off. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. See, this is what happens. I've moved it down a fraction over. So I'm just going to move this over a bit. Beautiful. And we're going to glue that back down. Okay, so what I want to do is that we'll have to, so I'd say 3 3/4 for this one, and you can do it probably about, you know, 7 1/4. So we'll cut the photo mat for this one. Let's go and so I'll go 3 3/4 and then open this baby up and we'll go at 7. All right, you can probably make a longer photo mat as well if you wanted to. Okay, that didn't cut all the way through. Tell you what, mine's pretty heavy cardstock. So now you see where I've got my my little what do you call it, photo mat there. You could probably fit 2 nice size photos on there as well. But not only that, what you can do down the bottom here, and I will, if I can find my embellishments, which would be great. Where did I put them? Where did I put them? I know I put them in my plastic container. Oh my gosh, this is turning into, okay, just trying to see if I can actually, no, that might be a bit too sticky. All right, I have no idea where I put my embellishments. So what I'm actually saying for you guys to do is, hopefully I can, are they in there? Oh, I think I see some. All right, what you want to do down the bottom there is put like a little stopper so that your page doesn't slide all the way through. Now you can actually, Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've grabbed 2 embellishments here, and I'm just going to glue that flower down on it. Right, simple as that. I just want to maneuver it around because I want a bit of peekaboo through there. Then I want to use some foam, mounting foam here. I'm just using a Stampin' Up dimensionals, so these are the ones that I'm using. You can use them. I have got the black with the red lining, which I absolutely love those ones, because those ones are, oh my gosh, they are so super strong. Now you don't need to put dimensionals on all of the pieces there, because what you want to actually do is catch the corner of this photo mat. You don't want it to stick on your what do you call it, photo mat there. So I might let me see, so I'm going to reorganize this one. Hey, at the very least you guys will get a good laugh out of this, so you know, tend to make people's day with that side of things. So I'm just going to pull those apart. I'm going to have that on there. Take the backing off, if I can get it off. I'll remove this, and I want it in the corner there. So when you put it down and slide it down, obviously you're going to have your other pieces on the inside there as well. Okay, and that'll be lifted up, but for now this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so that's your page there, and you open it up and then you've got your page there. So what I will do is I will come back and give you measurements for the next lot, but in the meantime I'm going to decorate this part, the inside, off camera, so you guys can see that, because otherwise it'll take too long and I don't want you guys getting bored. All right, talk to you guys soon.